Just got off the line with Tony. He just broke the news that we need to change the entire front end of the Widebody 911 Backdate Project. A little frustrating because we, did the work already. Right, I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's really just the bumper flares need adjusted. However, it feels like a lot more. My feelings are valid. Now that I've baited you into the video, we don't actually have a ton to change. What we really need to do is adjust this peak right here. We took a little bit of creative reins and changed the design from the original client's idea. And after some back and forth, we determined that it actually was not the right move. So I went ahead and marked a line that is the continuous line for the top of the bumper where it begins to kind of roll over. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this back, and I think I can just kind of re-weld what I have here without having to do too much reworking. Should be pretty quick. See how it goes. So I think I got it located how I want it to be. I kind of changed my direction a little bit with that line. I want to go a little bit above it after holding up to the car a bunch of times. So now we're gonna blast them with the welder. So I got this one done, and also this one as well, because why watch me make it twice? Both sides are modified. I blasted it in the blasting cabinet inside and out as well to get any surface rust off of it. Now it's time to weld it on the car. You'd think that I could just get away with scribing the paint itself. And I've tried that, and it works okay. But if I use die chem, it works better, because if you just scribe the paint and you go to cut it off with like a cutoff wheel, it kind of like melts the paint and flakes off and you lose your line. Die chem won't do that to you. Modern problems, modern solutions. I probably shouldn't be huffing this. I can tell if you're getting closer to me or the room's spinning so much. You did this. Mm-hmm. You did this to me. Sure did. Dylan's been editing all the reels and stuff out here in the shop, so I'd hear the same songs looping over and over and over and over and over again, and it just loops in my head constantly.
It's a good song though, isn't it?
But it's better than hearing my own voice being edited, which also happens over and over and over again. Don't get in this business if you hate your voice. This is the example of my gap's a little crappy, however, my intuition knows how to fudge it and make it work.
You gonna put a guard on that?
You're funny. No really grinds my gears. Watch. Sometimes it works. Sometimes now it's working. So I'm gonna use it. Watch. I'm gonna go to use it and it's gonna frickin' stop working again. I'm so mad. I told you. I told you. What the heck? And if you don't believe me that the battery's not dead, it's full charge. DeWalt, get your together. What the heck? Is it this way? Aha! Try. A big concern right now is that I don't want to lose this line. Like, this line needs to stay straight the whole way across. And it's a... I think he's doing it to spite me at this point. And it's just a big concern. So I want to make sure that when I click this up and it gets tacked, that this looks nice and straight. Because that's the big thing. The whole main point of us shortening this was that this has a very nice... And so that has a very nice line across it. So, all right, listen here. So if I have this clamped right here, it should keep it pretty solid. The other main concern is that when it gets put together, and I add the brackets to the backside, I'm just gonna talk over the hammering at this point. It pushes enough into the rubber, so the rubber's actually being compressed. Which yeah, what over there?
Yes, I am.
Oh wait, it's not me, Amber.
Hey, what are you doing? You know there's a welder right there.
Well, I forgot to order more argon, so we're down to our last bottle. So either I disconnect this bottle, move the bottle over there, or I use this welder today. I think I'm gonna use this welder today, which sucks because now I have to wheel it over there. I have one of these and you don't.
Are you using the MIG? Didn't you just make a video called Ditch the MIG?
Well, we have the flare caps on the bumper welded on. So now what I gotta do is go through and grind these welds down. I'm gonna dress it up. I gotta tack that hole shut. I forgot to tack shut on this side. And also what I like to do is fix the transition up top here because it's meaty here and then it just kind of jumps to this. So we gotta make a transition piece. It kind of wraps that up in a nice little bow. Yeah, then after I get that figured out, we're gonna go through and start tacking these holes shut, which they're a bit big to just kind of MIG shut. So we're gonna probably make some patches to fill them nicely. Let's talk modeling holes.
No. Wait.
Let me rephrase. We're actually gonna shave holes.
No.
This hole is not a circle, making it a little harder to weld shut. Plus, it's too big to just plain plug shut. So what do I do? To shave a hole, you need to first model the hole. And to model the hole, you gotta measure it. That's a nice looking plug right there. Just load up my hole files here. Bam, we got a hole right there. It's like a little caterpillar, like a kid's caterpillar thing, or like bug with little antennas. You see it? That's totally some character. Now that is a perfect plug for a perfect hole. Only 11 more to go. Ah! Look at that. Dude, it's like perfect. Wait, it literally wedges in there. Came out pretty clean though. There's a little blob on it though. Ah, yeah, that one. I should probably sweep the floor. This will help, right? These glasses getting old yet? Good. It's an army of Ocean Gate subs going to the Titanic. Nice. Put us round. 4, 5. Got them all, Captain. Bring them to the surface. Alright, so we got all the pieces cut out now. I'm gonna have to go through, because they're so small, I can't get the plasma cutter to get slag-free cuts. Someone's gonna go in the comments and say that I just need to get better at it, which is probably true. However, I'm not gonna spend time on it right now. I'm gonna grind off all the slag off the back. I'm gonna grind the paint off the bumper here, and then we're gonna weld them on. Little metal pills. Would you like to take your iron supplement for today? Look at that. That's what I like to see. Look at that. Fits perfectly.
What are you doing?
I dropped one of the little metal pills and I can't find it. Might have to cut another one now. Dang it. Found it. The dowel I want to use is a little rusty from this humidity. Much better. Should probably polish this, but eh. Don't want to rust while it's sitting around. We're gonna let the bumper dry. We're gonna move to the other holes that need shaved on this car. We're gonna shave the door mirror holes and also the antenna today. Now these holes are gonna be a bit easier to shave because the Archdroid has a trace function that allows me to go through and draw the holes to spec and cut them right out without having to use the computer at all, which I think is pretty neat.
Yep.
Stupid backing plate to the mirror. Don't want it there. Get me in my way. Ha. 15 probably. 15? So I need 3 15s, but actually 6 15s because there's both sides, and then I'll need 2 20s for both sides. Math. Eat that, Tony. I can do math. So this is not an ad. However, Archdroid, which is this machine right here, they did give us this machine for free. And I do like to talk about it a little bit occasionally because number one, I actually really do like this machine. And number two, I feel like that would be the right thing to do if someone gives you a free machine that's worth thousands of dollars. If you want to know more about this machine, there's a link in the description down below. But my favorite part about the Archdroid is what's called the Simple Trace, which allows you to use the stylus and you can plot out your cuts on the machine itself and not have to go over to the laptop, which is great when you're doing things like this where I'm shaving perfectly circular holes on the car. So I can go into the machine now, I can hit trace with the stylus plugged in. You only have to have the stylus actually on the machine, it's just so you can use the button on it. And I can go through here, I'm gonna move the head on the field where I want it to be, where I want it to cut. I can hit the circle tool, select circle, hit the button to mark a circle there, and then I can choose the diameter of that circle. So I need six 15 millimeter diameter circles. So I'm going to change that to 15. Boop. So I can set the cut on the outside. Bibbidi bobbidi. There you go. Push the button, that's what it is now. I forgot they changed it. Now I have a circle there, and I can cut it. So I can go back. Boop. I'm gonna hit save. It's gonna save it. Now it's saved to the flash drive. And the best part is the latest update. If you don't have a flash drive plugged in, you can use the onboard hard drive built into it, or flash drive, or the hex built into it. But now it's saved, and we can cut it. Look at that. That'll work nicely. All right, so the mirror holes are now shaved on the doors. Don't worry, the car is still getting mirrors, just not in that location. Now it's on to the antenna because the client does not want an antenna in the fender. So we're gonna measure this hole and cut it out. But this one's a little different because there's a little bit of a radius to this. So we're gonna actually have to shape that patch as well. This is the same size as the other one.
Hey, what's that for?
It's the hold this in place. I should be locked up for those references. That's not even a good joke. Check. Look at that. Just gotta round it out. We got, it's probably too hard to see on camera, but the fender's round, this is flat. There's two ways I can approach this. I could try to equal opposite here and weld it and then hammer and dolly afterwards, but I think I'd rather round it out first. So you're probably wondering, Ryan, how do I get a radius on such a small piece of metal? Well, if you have a sandbag or a shot bag, it's easy. If not, you can make it out of like a welding glove and fill it up with some dirt outside. Sand's better, obviously. Lay it on there. Grab a rounded object like this anvil I have, and you're gonna take your anvil and you're just gonna pow, pow. You're gonna beat it like it owes you money. Don't do it right beside the hole that you fill it with, because this is gonna push sand out. I made a terrible mistake. Wow, that actually did nothing. It's too soft. I need something a little harder. There we go. That worked. Wooden table was the answer, actually. This is too soft. Look at that.
Wow.
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 Wow. The only way to weld is comfortably. I've gotten done what we set out to get done in this video, which is a big deal. We don't always do that. Everything's shaved that I need to get shaved. We got the bumper fitted up. Everything's looking copacetic. I am drenched in sweat because it is very hot today. Everything hurts and I'm dying. However, I am stoked on our progress, and you can come back for another update on this build soon. And yeah, we'll catch you next Friday. Thanks for watching, guys. Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I'm so rusty. Give me a couple seconds. Oh God. I gotta get my balance here.